Something don't look too good with the Chariot reversed and the Six of Swords reversed. There's a reason why I wanted to say Six of Wands. This is no victory for them. Why is justice here for Scorpio? Queen of Cups, because of your intuition. Page of Cups and Queen of Cups, you're a psychic. You're a psychic and they know your character. This could be a male too. Just because I pull a feminine don't mean nothing. Some of us males been going through a situation like that too. We have a strong intuition. We have been revealing what our intuition has been telling us. That's exactly what's going to get these bastards caught up, just like they deserve. Some of you could look forward to getting a payout. The Ace of Pentacles. So some of y'all could look forward to getting a payout here. You're also about to be in a committed relationship. A long-term committed relationship. What does this investigator have? Page of Cups here. Something about a psychic here. Why is the Page of Cups here? What's this right here? Why is the Page of Cups here with the Two of Wands? Page of Swords reversed, slander, misleading information. Possibly about a child here. That turns out that they're okay. This was slander, misleading information right here. Something about this cloud right here, Scorpio. These clouds right here. I'm getting smoke screen. Smoke screen. They got caught in a lie. This is lying. What was these lies about with the Page of Swords reversed? Nine of Wands reversed. I'm getting they did this to just try to stop you. They did this to purposely hurt you and put you in fear. The investigator is looking in on this and knows that these people are manipulators. They also do the dark arts too. This is witchcraft, black magic. This investigator detective needs to know that these people been trying to spiritually harm Scorpio too. These people need to get locked up. I'm getting that you are making a move. Because you got evidence that this was slander, misleading information. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, Three of Swords here. They're literally thinking they're going to get away with trying to hurt you like that. Look at the law. Look at the law. Look at the law coming after them. Look at that, Scorpio. Look, they're going to catch them. You ain't going to get away. They could be thinking that they're going to get away with trying to hurt you like that, Scorpio. There was 3 people that was involved here that tried to hurt you. That's the law literally coming after that, and they're going to get them. They're going to get their ass. That's the law literally coming after them. Look at that. Oh, you better prepare for that. Coming after them. Then you got the King of Cups right here. That's the law going after them. Look at that. This person not going to be able to get away. They hurt you on purpose. What kind of evidence is Scorpio providing? The Eight of Wands here, you're speaking about something. You're speaking about something. Something that you do that you talk about. You could be providing some type of information here. There's information you're providing that's accurate. It's like I said, you could be a speaker. You could be a tarot card reader. And you're explaining what the images of the cards are showing you. And it's matching up with who these people really are. They're in trouble. There's a psychic that's going to be rewarded because the way they explain some type of card right here has been on point. Eight of Wands. What did this person do to hurt Scorpio? What did these people do to hurt Scorpio? Ace of Swords here. I'm getting the truth is coming out about these people, Scorpio. The truth is coming out about these people, about the lies. With the Ace of Swords here. What is this truth about? The Four of Swords. About how they tried to end everything for you. How they try to literally kill you. Through spell work and stuff like that. How they try to literally put an end to everything that you, how can I say this? To put an end to everything that you're good at. But they're not going to do it. Yeah, there's been delays here. Three of Wands reversed. These people are losers, bro. They're not going to win. Six of Wands is coming up again reversed. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. They're losers. Yeah, Magician reverse. Look at that. Manipulators they do magic. This is who they are with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. They're literally stressed because they can't stop your shine is what I'm getting here. They're stressed because they can't stop your shine. You're being celebrated by a lot of other people. You are literally being celebrated by a lot of other people. They can't sleep. Because their magic ain't working. You still stable. You still stable. Your money's still good. Your finances are still good. Same thing. Four of Wands reverse. I'm getting that you may be moving soon into a new home. But I'm also getting these people going to lose their home and everything. King of Pentacles here. So what I'm getting, Scorpio, is you're going to be receiving a reward of a lot of money. I keep getting that through my cards. You're going to receive a reward of a lot of money. Four of Cups and the Tower here. And the Ace of Pentacles here. The Tower's coming for these people. The Tower's coming for these people. And you're going to have a good tower. There's a detective that's going to show up and give you some money. I'm getting helping them solve this case. Yeah, because you revealed secrets. You revealed the secret and the illusion that they was in, that these people presented to the law. There's a little official person, a detective here. Look at this right here. Wanting to stick out. They're coming to give you that payout because you revealed an illusion. You revealed some form of dark, sinister secret about these people. That they wouldn't have never figured out. Because I'm getting that they investigated the right one. Because they set the right one up to actually expose them. By not even having to be there in the physical presence of them to speak on your intuitive abilities. Didn't I just tell you you was going to be rewarded and you're going to get justice because of your psychic abilities? You're revealing some form of illusion that was cast upon the law enforcement, the justice system. You're literally waking these detectives up is what I'm seeing here, Scorpio. You woke these detectives up out of illusion. And I'm telling you, this is why. This is the truth. Why is the moon reversed? What is these secrets? Oh, look, Scorp, look. Oh, shit, they're going to jail. They are going to jail. Didn't I just tell you that the law was coming after this person? Didn't I just tell you the investigator? Oh, they're going down, Scorp, they're going down. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Look, Scorp, look. This is a scam. Look, they plotted on you. Look at this. 6 of Pentacles reversed and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. They plotted this shit on you and you revealed it. You revealed it. They going to jail, Scarp. This is money-hungry people. They put the law in illusion, and somehow they could have found out that you're a speaker of some kind. And you have been revealing the truth through your cards. If you are a card reader, look at that. They plotted on you. This is a bad investment right here. This is all about something that's not going to grow. It ain't going to go anywhere. It's just going to get them locked up. Oh, yeah, they're going to jail, Scorpio. Just what I seen with the 2 of Wands, this is the investigator having evidence on what you've been providing. And it's making sense because whatever these people try to say about your character didn't make sense to start with. You literally brought this detective or investigator, these investigators out of an illusion and exposed the fact that this was done to try to get you locked up illegally. To have you watched by the law very illegally. But they didn't know that whenever they went up there and said whatever they said. Possibly about a page here. That's in reversed. That is a lie about a teenager. These people are in serious fucking trouble. You understand me? Serious trouble for doing that to you. Because this was an illusion. They try to make an illusion about your character to try to get you watched by the law. To try to have you arrested here. You ain't getting arrested because I'm going to tell you something right now. You know who this is? That is an investigator got evidence on these people right here. That what they try to do, they plotted on you. And if you're a card reader, you're producing evidence to this investigator. You are explaining exactly what these cards are trying to tell you. What your spiritual gifts is telling you. And it's lining up and making sense with who was on this paperwork right here. That's why you think you got the 7 of Swords here? They are literally scared because you are speaking the truth. The truth is coming out about these people that try to hurt you on purpose. You're producing evidence. You're producing evidence to this investigator. And they seeing the truth. That you got hurt on purpose. 3 people did this to you. I'm getting 2 parents and a child here. They did that shit on purpose. They coached whoever this is. They coached this child. Whoever this teenager is, they coached them. Manipulated them. Hey, if you say this, but you got to do it in a specific way where they won't catch on. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a parent. These are 2 parents right here, right? 2 parents, hold on. 2 parents. And there's that teenager. They fucking hurt you on purpose. Why you think they running? Why you think they running? Because you've been speaking the truth. You've been speaking the truth. This person, whoever this person is, was manipulated by narcissistic parents to start with. Money-hungry parents. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That's who's on the run. That's who's on the run. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That is exactly who's on the run. You're producing evidence about earth signs. There's another pinnacle. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And there's the earth signs right there in that investigator's hand. He gonna bust their ass, bro. I'm telling you. He gonna bust them. He gonna bust them. These people gonna get arrested. And it's like, hold on, now we see what's going on here. I'm getting to uncover that you're very successful in your life. Hell, some of you could be a psychic. This is a psychic card here. Some of you could be a psychic. You could have your own psychic business. And I'm going to tell you something right now. That's where they messed up at. These investigators didn't know that you was a psychic, Scorp. And I'm getting that they're stunned and shocked by how accurate you really are with how you explain things from the way you read your cards. Because it's nailing down everything of who these people really are, and it's going to get their ass caught up. You're going to be rewarded by the judge, too. The judge is going to see into this, and I'm going to tell you something right now. The judge is literally going to allow tarot reading in a court of law from you. Because this was you that was plotted on. So you're going to have the ability to change the judge's perspective and the prosecutor and DA when you on the stand. And you telling them exactly how you expose these people. The judge is going to be super proud of you is what I'm getting here. I'm going to tell you a little secret about these investigators. They are stunned and have mad respect for you. They got respect for you, Scorpio. These investigators ain't saying nothing, but you're going to know something soon. They got this on silent. They caught these people. They running right now, but they caught them. They got the evidence on them. They got the evidence on them. You ain't getting away. If I go towards Capricorn, I'm getting like this married couple. Because I'm getting two parents. There's two parents. And then you have a teenager. Makes sense, right? Three people conspiring against you. And trying to sneak away and get away with it. But look who got some form of evidence right here. Look who got that evidence. Why you think you've seen the Knight of Swords? That's a law enforcement official. This is an investigator. And they got solid proof on what these people did. I also get that they have evidence that they've been doing dark magic on you too. To try to harm you spiritually. That's another thing these people have been trying to do to you, Scorpio. They've been abusing their power and trying to do the dark arts on you. To get you to take your life. They're being stopped. They're being stopped. There's the tower moment coming from both of these parents. I'm not really getting that this teenager's going to be in trouble because they was coached by narcissistic parents. They're the ones that came up with the plan to start with. That teenager had nothing to do with that is what I'm hearing. But these parents are in for a rude awakening because they was the ones that did this, that was involved in this. That's two of them right there. Well, the teenager could be in trouble too because you don't see them around, right? But why would I pull the tower with the chariot reversed? This looks like a car accident. Somebody being ejected from the window or something. Bro, this don't look too good, Scar. But I'm getting that it's just no victory. They're not going anywhere. I'm not going to put that bad energy out there, but I did pick up that energy, though. I was getting like a fatal fatality. And with that medical symbol in reverse right there, you can't revive that. But I'm also getting, they're not going to be able to revive the curse that they put on their own destiny. These people are screwed because this investigator has evidence. And he's going to show up unexpectedly. Because these people literally think that they're going to get away with that. They're not. When the law ends up showing up to their house, they're going to be ripped out their house. Stupid fucks. That's what they are. Why is the Eight of Swords here? High Priestess reversed. They're going to jail because of the secrets that's been leaked out from a psychic speaking their secrets. Why is the high priestess reversed? About illusions. About them projecting illusions and creating a whole bunch of smoke screens. That's not the truth. This investigation, these investigators literally had their time wasted this whole time. Over nothing. They couldn't find nothing on you because there was nothing to find. But I'm getting that you found something on them. It was the plot that they did against you. So it turns out the investigation that was falsified upon you ends up turning out to be a real investigation on them. That's why, that makes sense why they gathering evidence, right? That's karma. That's karma for these people. That is karma. Why is the Eight of Swords here? With the High Priestess reversed. Knight of Pentacles here. That's the Earth signs. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I got 142 of y'all in here. Get those likes up to as much people that I have in this chat room. And then I'll continue with the message. You're not going to roll up in here and try to ear hustle me. I'll put the card down. Y'all get those likes up for me. I ain't going to permanently stop the read, but I'll tell you something right now. There's way too many people up in here. Y'all get those likes up for me. Show me support. I greatly appreciate that. I'll stop the read right now, me. I don't have to be here. I put a lot of energy into my work, man. I put a hell of a lot of energy into my hard work. I appreciate the ones that support me all the time, Scorp. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. But anyways, I will speak up when I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Ain't nobody going to take advantage of me. You here on this channel, you're going to show me support. Because I do not consent to any other negative, evil, demonic energy being nowhere near me. It's not going to happen. Empress reversed. So this is Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. There's a psychic. Somebody that's literally a psychic here. This is the psychic card. Anytime you see the high priestess or the Hierophant, this is beginning to get draining, Scorpio. Like, I know people hear me out there, brother. Let me tell you something to these investigators. Let me tell you something. I'm about done with reading this energy. Okay? I am about finished reading the same story over and over and over and over. Something needs to be done to these people immediately. I promise you these people scammed y'all. This high priestess right here has been speaking their intuition and has been resonating with what these people did here. Earth signs. Could be a Taurus. This is a Taurus. Knight of Pentacles here with the Empress reversed. This is a Taurus. Somebody that's a karmic. That's not your twin flame. What is it about this Empress reversed? Yeah, bro, I'm not going to continue with this this same reading over and over and over in the month of April. I'm not going to do this, dude. Like, this is really getting irritating. Somebody needs to hear me. Somebody needs to hear me. Somebody needs to hear this message, bro. Somebody does hear it, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're just keeping it on silent. That's what I'm getting here. They keep it on silent. They hear somebody. They're in the background because they don't want these people to know that they know. They don't want these people to know that they've been keeping tabs on them. and getting information and gathering an investigation, an accurate, real investigation on these earth signs that plotted this on somebody. So they're literally letting them think that they're going to get away. And that's when they're going to show up unexpectedly. Boom. This is them running. Boom, tower. This is not literally running. They just sitting back. Oh, yeah, we're going to get away with it. Yeah, that psychic don't know what they're talking about. This is people literally trying to say that a psychic is exposing it, but the investigators are not going to listen. Okay. Okay. That's why you had the Knight of Swords coming after them, right? That's why you have an investigator that was behind the Seven of Swords, right? The law will come after you. They will show up to your front door, back door, whatever it is, and you're going to be arrested. Because they uncover the fact that this is a scam. Fraudulent information, false information given to law enforcement. That's a crime. You're going to jail. This is what this investigator has on y'all. Earth sign right here. That's the world, right? That's an earth sign. They got evidence that you scanned, you lied to them, and you plotted on Scorpio. This is a plot. What can we say and do to put into this to make it believable? Let's just take a teenage girl. Again, this is a girl because it's not a knight. The Knight of Cups or the Wands, that right there is a teenage boy. Let's just go ahead and use a teenager here and put something together to get it past the legal system where we could get Scorpio in trouble. It's in reverse. This was a lie to start with. This was a plot going wrong. This is slander, misleading information. This is how it was at first. Watching you to see what they could do to plot. This is a plot. Oh yeah, we're going to get this money. It's in reverse because it's been uncovered by an investigator. I'm getting an investigator who's been watching the secret too. Watching us go down. You're caught. You're caught. Seven of Swords, Two of Wands here. They ain't telling you nothing. But yeah, you could continue laying back, thinking that you got away with it. Let me tell you a little secret, you didn't. They got it. They got the information right here. You lied on Scorpio. And a psychic is exposing it. I'm getting there several of psychics that come out with the same story that resonates with this story right here. About what a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn married couple and a child did to them. Teenager. I'm getting from 13 to 18. And there's somebody literally pulling a card and producing evidence. Because I'm getting that it is a psychic reader. This is a psychic revealing what their cards are saying. Showing cards to a camera. Showing cards to an investigator. And explaining the details of them. What they mean. And getting it to the detailed form. Telling the birthday and everything. And this is exactly what's been documented down on that paperwork that's been falsified. Defamation of your character and a scam in the legal system. I'm getting this may be a sheriff's department with all these badges. There's a sheriff's department that's been duped by earth signs. You've been duped. And I'm getting that you know that. That's why you're going to get them. Knight of Pentacles here. They're going to get picked up. This is somebody getting picked up. These are these earth signs getting picked up by these detectives or investigators. I'm looking at that like a black SUV or like an unmarked car. These detectives just come and get y'all. Or they could just have tinted windows. I'm getting something like an unmarked car. That could be a sheriff. Sheriffs will come and get you. They're going to take you to jail. That's exactly who that is. This is a sheriff. This is definitely a sheriff. This is a sheriff. Look at his uniform. That's his badge. Flipping out his badge like that. Or he could have a badge clipped on to him. Detectives usually wear badges around their belt loop. But I'm getting that badge is going to be where they can see it too. They're going to see the handcuffs too. Because they're going to be placing them on them. Because they manipulated the situation and casted everybody into an illusion. That's what's going to get them stopped. Some of these people could drive a black SUV or Yukon, or I'm getting like a long vehicle. White or black here. Vehicle description. Yeah, it's definitely something right here. Look, these are the parents right here. They thought that they was going to get away with that. Look at the child right there, Scarp. Look at the child right here. There's another parent trying to cover themselves up. That's the three people right there. They thought that they was going to get away, right? Boom, it's in reverse. And you got a chariot reversed. Three people literally ain't gonna be able to get away. I'm also getting a possible Virgo ain't gonna be able to get away either. So I'm getting two teenagers, and one of them may be a teen adult. Two of these, so it's four people. 4 earth signs. I'm getting Virgo and Taurus. Strong Taurus. The rest of them are Taurus. The parents are a Taurus. They may be a Taurus. Could be a Virgo too. They may be a Taurus. 2 of the parents could be Tauruses. You got another Taurus that is a child. Then you got a Virgo. Definitely earth signs. They're a manipulator too. They do dark magic. There's that investigator. Five of Cups reverse. You're going to be happy, Scorpio. Yeah, they're not respected with the high honor reverse. So what's going on? Why is justice here for Scorpio? 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 I'm just done reading on this energy, man. It's just starting to really drain me. Somebody needs to hear my voice. It's beginning to get draining. Higher power telling me keep pushing on, son. Keep pushing through. Why is justice here for Scorpio? Because you've been in bad health. Bad health is ending is what I'm getting here, Scorpio. You're going to have balance restored back to your reality. There's an ending to bad health. Why else is justice here for Scorpio? Adjudication. So there's a court case that's going to go in your favor. Because these people did nothing but abuse spirituality to try to harm you, to send you attacks, to try to attack your character. You are sick and tired of what these people did to you. You are literally ready to give up. Like you burn out, you wore down and everything. There's a court case that's going to go in your favor. Why is adjudication here? Distant horizons. You're going to win. Great fortune. It's coming in the near future. They're going to first have to get these people arrested first. What's going to happen to these earth signs that did this to them? That did this to Scorpio? Why is the 7 of Swords here? Mature man. Why is mature man here? Main female. So these people are not together is what I'm getting. They're on and off. There's a mature man. You remember what I talk about a couple? Remember what I was talking about a couple? This is the couple. They're running. Mature man, and he got a main female involved, but this was the main one that started this bullshit. And I'm getting that drug her husband into the mix of it too. Or her ex-husband or whoever the hell this is. There's a female. She's the main one that started this shit. And now I got this man in all kind of trouble. That was involved with this plot. This is the parents right here. Yeah, and look at the child. Look at that. Look at that. There's the three people right there. Look, Scarp. Mature man, main female. Look at the child. But you know I can't make it up. What's behind that, damn it? Mature woman reversed. Yeah, she's immature. What did these people do with the mature man and main female? What did they do? Despair. They know they screwed up. Look at that. They ain't get that money. They try to literally rob you of everything to have you go in poverty. They try to get you to where you was in despair here. This is what's going to happen to them. They're going to be in despair. Why is these people going to be in despair? Message. I'm getting that these people could be watching you if you are, some of you out there, you could be online. If you're putting the messages out there, if you're a speaker, if you're a public speaker, they don't like what you're speaking. Because they know you speaking the truth. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, the investigators are watching along with them behind the scenes and gathering information on them. Didn't I just tell you there's an investigator that could be watching somebody work at their house? Somebody that works, that has a home job, working inside their home. Look at that. That makes perfect sense. As soon as I said that, what's on the bottom? Privileged lady could be a privileged man too. Somebody that works from home. Somebody reading tarot cards, bro, I'm telling you. Why you think you had that page of pentacles there? Where's that page at? Where's the page? Y'all know what card I'm looking for, Scorpio. I seen it earlier. There we go right here, look. Somebody working from home. That could be a tarot reader. Because I did pull the High Priestess reverse. Look at that. That's exactly what this is. They're literally watching somebody online. This could be online right here. Online, look. You see the line? Online. Watching somebody work online and leaking out all the secrets right here from using their intuition. This is a card reader. That's what they do for their occupation, and they work at home. And it's catching every one of them up. Because them cards be on point. Give us more messages. Expectation. So you have expectation here. So they are kind of expecting to get caught. Because they keep watching you is what I'm getting. This is the investigator getting both of them. Look at that. There's the two parents right there. Catching the thieves. That's an investigator. So they're kind of expecting this to happen. Yeah, it's a family. What is these people expecting? Hold on. False person. Then you got marriage right here. They're fake. But the false person also wanted to come up in reverse on my end. So they're expecting this to happen because they know you're not a fake person. They lied on you and try to make you somebody that you're not. But the mask is coming off these two's face real quick. Like I said, it could be a married couple that could be on and off. We got gift here. And we also have wealthy man. So there's a wealthy man or a wealthy woman that has a psychic gift. That is well known all around the world is what I'm getting here. This person's all around the world. Known. They're going to be a star. And they're literally exposing. Look, I'll tell you something right here. They're literally exposing this married couple, what these people try to do to them. Using their psychic gifts and abilities. And that's how they make money. That they try to take illegally. And they try to stop their destiny from this malicious plot. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, these cards are words. Gift, wealthy man, you just got to know how to interpret it. Somebody literally using their psychic abilities and gifts. And ripping the mask straight off these two faces. Two of them versus one person. Two of them literally versus one person. Look at the official person right there. Behind marriage. What's behind that child? I'm getting that they're going to get their kid taken away from them. The welfare going to take these individuals' kid away from them. If they 13, the welfare going to step in and they're going to be taken away from them. That's exactly what I'm getting here. The welfare, these parents are going to be taken to jail. And whoever this is right here, this is not a baby. This could be an 18-year-old. Well, they're going to get taken to real jail, like adult jail. They're 18. What I'm getting here is if this is a teenager, 13 to 18, well, I think it's 13 to 17 in some states or 18. Because 17 in some states, you could be tried as an adult. Let me tell you something right now. If this is the third, because I've been pulling that in a whole hell of a lot. A 13-year-old. Whoever this is could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Whoever this is right here is going to be taken away from their parents because their parents going to get locked up for a long time. I'm getting something about the welfare. Come and get this kid. Or they're going to have to stay with somebody else. But I'm also getting that the way the detectives look or the way that this judge is going to look at these parents that's unfit, they're not going to trust their family. This kid may be taken to, I'm getting like a, what you call that? Juvenile hall or something like that. Juvenile detention center or something like. Well, I don't really get if they'll be hauled off like that. But they're going to be sent to a foster home. I'm getting these people going to have their kid taken from them. By the authorities. They're going to have their kid taken from the welfare. The welfare going to show up and take their kid from them. And these people going to be placed in handcuffs. I'm getting the welfare going to show up to their house too. They can look for the sheriffs to show up and the welfare. And they're going to take their kids from them. You shouldn't have messed with Scorpio like that. You wouldn't have to face that situation. That's what I tell them. They try to literally get somebody locked up over falsified information. They try to steal their destiny. But yet turns out the person they plot on is exposing the plot with their spiritual gifts. Because they plotted on the psychic. Somebody that's a gifted person. I'm getting a welfare is going to show up to these people's house. If this person's in school, what I'm getting is if this person's in school, the welfare is going to show up to school and get them. And they're going to explain everything to this child, what's going down. Like your parents just got arrested. I'm getting that this child is going to be very heartbroken over this. Because their mom and their dad is going to be taken in. That's exactly what I'm getting here. They're going to be going to foster care is what I'm getting. This kid is going to be taken away from them. because they're going to be placed in handcuffs. The sheriff's department, and they're going to have the sheriff's department and the welfare show up to this married couple's house. Even if they're apart from each other, even if they're split apart and they don't live together, they're going to show up. And both of these people are going to be taken straight to jail. And the child will be taken from them. You ain't going to do that shit to somebody like that, man. You ain't going to do that to an innocent person that hasn't done anything, nothing to anybody. They just out there living their life, making money. Possibly doing psychic work here. Not bothering nobody. And yet these people was hateful to the point to where they wanted to manipulate the law and put the law inside some form of illusion and waste their time. That right there is defamation of character, false accusations done out of malice on purpose, and you're lying on purpose. And you had these investigators waste their time. That judge is going to throw a whole lot of felony charges on them. They're looking to be faced with, I'm getting at least 5 felony charges. They're going to be in jail for a long time. Because what this psychic been saying about these people is on point. And I'm also getting there's a psychic that's going to be used, and tarot cards are going to be used as evidence in a court of law. And I'm getting, you're going to change the judge's perspective. You're going to change the prosecutor's perspective. You're going to change the DA and the grand jury's perspective too. Along with law enforcement. Because I'm getting that they never was faced with a situation like this before. Until they try to do it to you, they did it to the right one. 111 as I'm saying that. 111 as I'm saying that. You're literally going to change the whole, it's like the whole outlook of the law. The law going to perceive you as somebody that, man, you ain't going to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? The law perceives you as a strong person with strong intuitive abilities. That's on point. Your psychic gifts are actually a blessing. So in reality, Scorpio, they view you as the master detective. Because you literally just, out of all these detectives they had on this case, it took one of them that was being falsely investigated to show all of them this is what's been going on. And bring them out the illusion and save their time. Investigation is over. Because it was an illusion to start with. And since it was an illusion, now I'm going to tell you what illusion is. It's a lie, right? A lie is an illusion, and illusion is a lie. It's a lie. Therefore, that's why they're going to be stopped. But I'm definitely getting that their kid will be taken from them, and they're going to go to jail. Yeah, their life about to change negatively. Poverty. It's coming out again. Poverty. Privileged lady here. Great fortune. Unexpected income and sudden wealth. So this is what you're going to be receiving, Scorpio. You're going to be getting a payout. Whoever I'm talking to out there, Scorpio, you're going to be getting one hell of a payout. I'm literally getting that you help these investigators and detectives catch these people. That's what I'm getting here. You was literally showing them that there's red flags all over these people. There's a warning. And the yellow means warning, right? Before the red light comes to stop. These people was warned to stop. These people have yellow all over this card and red. Like there's red flashing everywhere right here. These people ain't meant to be trusted. I'm going to tell you why. Because what they said was malicious. Malicious plot going wrong. Taking a 360-degree turn the other way. Inside the real victim's favor. Because there wasn't a victim to start with. This was premeditated and plotted. I'm telling you, this was premeditated. Because they watched you for a long time come up out there on your job. They sat back and watched while you had your head down at your table working. I wonder what we can do to get this and steal this from them. To have them put behind bars, have them thrown in jail. It turns out this has made a whole, I'm getting like a 180-degree turn like that. And it's boomeranging right back in their face, because whoever they done that on don't just have a regular job. They have a job that literally exposed their dirty, dark secrets of the illusion that they casted upon the law. That could get them in serious trouble. And that's exactly what's going to happen, buddy. You fuck with the right one. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Psychics, gifts, these type of gifts are actually genuine. This is a golden soul here. A soul that you ain't going to mess with. And these detectives and investigators are laughing at y'all. They're literally looking at y'all like y'all are complete fools and idiots for doing this to this person. Because I'm telling you, they now see that this person ain't about the bullshit. At first, they could have thought, they could have not believed in spirituality. Oh, man, that's fake and stuff like, yeah, psychics are a fraud and blah, blah, blah. They just tell you what you want to hear. I'm literally getting that you now make it's like they now believe in psychics. They now believe in it. That's what I'm getting here. They now believe in it because the way you describe the situation, you literally expose it through your gifts. There's somebody using a gift right here. They could have been very skeptical about psychics. Like tarot cards and stuff like that. Like they tell you about your love life, career, and stuff like that. But the one that they was investigating, turns out that this person is actually the real deal. Like, you can't make this shit up, bro. They described everything down to the detailed form and told it exactly what was on those cards with their intuition. And could predict things long before they happen. Somebody that has foresight to the future. That's how come they have these people 10,000 steps beaten ahead before time. Ahead of time. Because these people right here is an expert level at astral traveling through time and space. So whoever the Scorpio was that these people did this to, you messed up severely. And you also going to rot in the bottomless pit of hell too. Because just because jail is a punishment. Yeah, of course you can sit behind bars. Or wherever you're going to be sitting at. But it definitely ain't going to be, you ain't going to have your freedom. You're going to have your freedom taken away from with the 8 of Swords. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You should have thought about, this is proof right here that you're going to sacrifice your own children to try to get somebody's money. That's how demonic you really are. And you're going to be judged for this. You literally sacrificed your own blood children here. Page of Swords right here. Had them lie when their mind ain't even that developed yet to actually understand what the hell is going on. Had them lie on an innocent person and turn them against an innocent person for nothing. To pretend like it came from this child, but it didn't. Y'all literally coached this person, these people, to do this. And it's only because somebody was coming up out there and living in their life's purpose. They're succeeding and have a home job that you try to steal from them. You was that jealous, you try to steal it from them. By making up malicious lies. This is malicious lies and slander. Defamation of character. About a teenager. That's not the truth. That's why you're going to have your teenager taken away by the welfare. And this is y'all that did that shit. It's not Scorpio. Scorpio is exactly who protected themselves with what the higher power told them to expose. The welfare going to take your kids, but I'm getting at you don't even care. You didn't care when you sat there and try to manipulate them. You didn't care when you told them, hey, just do this and do that, to get in their mind and brainwash them. You didn't care about them then. Because your soul is being, you demonic. You have no soul. Anybody that goes to the extent to use their own children to get somebody in trouble on purpose, you have no soul, bro. You have no soul. Get somebody to lie on purpose, to try to steal somebody's spiritual gifts, to try to steal and lie to the law enforcement and snake the law enforcement officials. That couldn't be why you running, huh? That couldn't be why you scared, huh? This is a robber. You literally robbed the legal system. You try to rob somebody their destiny. You are literally running away from what you did to the legal system. And you're running in guilt. This is a guilty conscience. You know what the hell you did. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, these two parents, you know exactly what the fuck you did. And you're going to get caught for it because this investigator got evidence on you. You lied to the law. You lied to the law and you plotted on them. You plotted. You plotted right here. And you're going to be stopped. I promise you, you're going to be stopped. This April 2022, you're going to get arrested. And the welfare going to take your children away from you. The sheriff's department and the welfare are going to show up together. That's what's going to happen. Unexpectedly. So you can look forward to the sheriffs and the welfare to show up. And your kid's going to go to a foster home and you're going to be thrown in jail right where the fuck you belong. Because you're not going to do that to some innocent person. And you're not going to get away with it. You're not going to purposely hurt somebody and take their money. And to have them thrown in jail and to take everything from them. Why? Because you're a hater? And more so, sacrifice an innocent child. Sacrifice your own blood kid to do this to a Scorpio. That has a purpose out there. That has a gift of psychic abilities that works from home. That's an entrepreneur. And even though you may not work at home, Scorpio, you could still have a job, a side job of this, okay? It's going to be like a side job. Just because I say work from home and it don't resonate, it could still resonate with your situation because of everything else I'm explaining, okay? But this is a very specific message. Somebody that works from home, that is a psychic, that reads cards for a living. And that's their profession. They don't work for anybody. They're their own boss. And these people try to plot against them. This is the sheriff's department. This is badges. You betrayed the sheriffs. You betrayed Scorpio. You betrayed your own child. And you're going to be publicly humiliated and embarrassed over the national television headline news. Because this is going to be in a police report. I'm getting it. This psychic's going to push it for it to be in a police report. I'm getting it. They don't have to push it, though. But they're going to make sure that you humiliated. And everybody knows what kind of crooks you really are. To do this to somebody. Because that's what you tried to have done to this Scorpio. You try to have them defamed. Have them thrown in jail for nothing. Because of hatred and jealousy. Because you're an ex of Scorpio, you're a hater. You're an ex that's a hater of Scorpio. And you try to drag your wife or your husband involved. You try to involve your wife or husband to come together. Because this is somebody that you have kids with. That's your blood children. That's what I'm getting here. This is a blood child that belongs to y'all. So there's one ex that came together with their ex or somebody that they've been on and off with that's a married or divorced couple. that did this. Sacrificed this innocent person. Why? Because of greed and money. Because you didn't want to see Scorpio come up out there. But let me tell you something. Scorpio going to continuously rise while you sitting in that cell. And they're going to be granted a reward right in front of your face. Because the judge, when they hear what you did to Scorpio, and they're actually explaining on the paperwork what you did, what was falsified, that was a lie, that was out of malice, you're going to really feel stupid. You understand me? You really going to get stung with the truth. Because this will go to court. Because you will be picked up by the investigators. I'm getting the sheriff's department. You will be picked up by the sheriff's department. And you're going to go your stupid asses to jail. That's exactly what you are. You're stupid. You have no common sense. I'm not using one-to-ones to name calling my videos, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm highly pissed off at these people, Scorpio, that tried this. And it's freedom of speech. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not doing anything or saying any names. These people are stupid. And I have no respect for them. If they just listen to what they did to their own blood child, Scorpio, they sacrificed this baby, whoever this is, to get some form of money illegally. And to have you thrown in jail legally. They conspired and brought them up. They used this person. That's what I have for the read, okay? So you will be getting justice over this situation. There's a court decision that's going to rule in your favor. Because you've been in bad health. These are the two parents right here that's going to get sentenced to jail for falsified paperwork here. There's the falsified statements. Look at the judge looking at this couple like they crazy. They could receive a sentence of 30 years or 13 years. They're going for a long time. They're going for a long time. Remember what I told you about this investigative detective having evidence on these earth signs? And you got Justice and the Eight of Swords in the same spread. That's jail time. Anytime you pull the Justice and the Eight of Swords together, you don't have to come out side by side like that. This is jail. It's jail. They're going to jail. The law picking them up. Virgo towards Capricorn. Picking them up and bringing them straight to jail. Picking them up right here. Hauling them off in the car with handcuffs on them. That could be handcuffs. Hauling them off and bringing them straight, boom. And putting them exactly where the hell they belong. And they're going to be in there for a good while. And that's going to be your justice. That's a sheriff right here. Sheriffs, come and get them. Put your hands behind your back. Boom. Bring them straight where they belong. I'm getting prison. They're going to be in prison. And somebody going to be wealthy as hell. What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio over this situation, Archangel Michael, Mama? What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio? I'm going to pull a kip of cards. What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio? What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio over this situation, Archangel Michael? Trying to get it. Okay, there we go. OCD messing with me. There we go. What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio over this situation? I'm getting you're going to be overcoming point of despair. You're going to be overcoming despair. What's going to be the outcome for Scorpio, Archangel Michael? Over this couple that did this. Bad health. You're going to be recovering from bad health. Yeah, look, gift. You're going to be gifted with something, Scorpio. You may be in bad health right now, but it's getting better. Look. And I am reading upright cards, so there you go. You got gift here. You're going to be recovering from this bad health. You're going to be able to rest, too, is what I'm getting. You're going to be able to rest. Somebody going to come check on you, Scorpio, as to say, hey, are you okay? And you're going to be receiving a gift from a detective. I'm getting like a detective. Or it could be these people that's in bad health. Look, official person. Why is gift here for Scorpio? For the outcome. Occupation. Why is gift and occupation here for Scorpio? High honor. Didn't I just tell you that you could have the authorities watching you work? This is the authorities right here. That could be the line of detectives right there watching you. Why is high honor here? Yeah, they honor you. It's like they respect you because of your position and your gifts. Why is high honor here for Scorpio? Look, privileged lady, I can't make it up. And marriage. Oh, look at this. This comes out. You are literally exposing a married couple using your spiritual gifts. Something to do with this marriage right here. I'm getting a child working together on an investigation. It's exactly what that is. Look at that, Scorpio. You are literally, the marriage is right here. You're pulling a married couple, like these people's energy in from your crown chakra. That's how I'm interpreting this. Okay? But at the same time, Scorpio, you got occupation here, but marriage on top, right? You are literally pulling through your crown chakra and your third eye and reading exactly what these people did. That's your spiritual gift. And you're a privileged lady or a privileged man. You got the higher ups watching you, and they also see that you've been in bad health and frustrated. That's exactly what this is, bro. I can describe it to the detailed form. You're literally working at home, exposing what these people did with your spiritual gifts because you're a privileged person and you're in bad health, but the higher ups are watching. This could be like a group of sheriffs right here watching. Those 6 cards, I nailed it down in seconds, in a matter of seconds. Somebody exposing what this married couple try to do with them, with their spiritual gifts. They're in a privileged position, also been suffering from bad health, anxiety, and being stressed out, pissed off, and the higher power, higher ups watching. Look, there's the 2 people right there. That's you. They also been watching you that you've been alone, Scorpio. So the outcome of this situation is you're going to be able to move on. You're also going to be gifted with something. What is Scorpio going to be gifted with? Thief here. You're going to be gifted with these people being taken in. It's exactly what I'm getting here. You're going to be gifted with these people being taken in. You're going to get a gift on exposing these people, what I'm getting here. Yeah, you can expect it to happen too. You can expect it to happen. Oh, look at that. Great fortune. I'm going to end it right there. You could be a main male or a main female. This is definitely going to turn in your favor. And these people will go to jail for this. You're going to be on a journey full of success. You're going to have what? I'm telling you, Scorpio, your blessings. I'm telling you, man. This is the best card of the Kipper deck. You can expect good luck, good fortune for a long time. I'm getting 10 years or more, 26 years or more, 26 years of great fortune. Right here. 10 years of great fortune. You are definitely on the wheel of fortune, Scorpio. You're going to receive great fortune. Just be patient, it's coming. That's what I'm hearing, be patient, it's coming. They know you've been through bad health, but look at all the positive cards surrounding this with that great fortune. Your life is about to get 100,000 times better. I'm getting when you hear about these people being taken in too. That's going to all be off your conscience. It's all going to be off your chest. The weight on the shoulders of these two people that try to put on your shoulders like that, you feel like you was getting watched by the law. That's all going to be lifted off your shoulders and you're going to have justice. And you're also going to be rewarded from the higher ups. That's your great fortune. That's what I have for you. You're also going to be rewarded by the judge too, Scorp. That's what I have for y'all. Read. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. If y'all want to leave any donations out of generosity, Scorp, I will have a link in the description box below. But till next time, y'all take it easy out there, Scorp. Much love to y'all. Just like I said, bro. This literally takes every ounce of energy out of me because it keeps coming up through my cards. But the higher power's telling me to keep on fighting, son. Keep on putting the messages out there. Somebody's listening. Somebody needs to hear the message. Somebody's definitely listening. You're not being ignored. Somebody's listening, son, I promise. Somebody's acknowledging what you're saying. They respect you for that. But anyway, Scorpio, I take it easy out there. Much love to y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace.